Outstanding.
So does anybody have any questions or comments that they'd like to share?
For me, it was like I didn't believe on like the shadows dance.
Really?
Dancing with shadows, and it's like all the situations in religion is also happening. Or you recognize or contradiction, it's a miracles, and also the last part is like
Yeah, that was spontaneous. We don't plan anything, by the way. It's all spontaneous. It's all improvised.
But it felt like with the whole story, like the fun.
Yeah.
I don't know why we say that, because it doesn't really matter much. It's just we told a story, and it is, and we let it be, and that's what the truth is.
Yeah. And there was a story, there was an arc and all this, but I don't know what was going on.
It felt like I knew what I was going. What were you saying?
I did.
When I feel this, I feel it. I express it when I and it comes out, and I commit myself fully and completely to whatever it is that emerges from my heart. And then we reflect off each other, and we say yes to each other, no matter what.
Yeah.
And we say yes.
Do you feel like it's a whole journey
Yeah.
with all the pieces, or do you kind of restart from zero with every track?
Say
That's a
again.
good question.
Is it a full journey? Like you go on a journey and you continue, and every track is like the continuation of the one before?
Yeah,
Or you kind of reset everying every time?
And it's a thing we actually discussed recently, because we're having trouble. We're learning, and we lost one of our tools, which was a MP3 player. So we had to figure out how to do our MP3. I was using my computer, and we were using a phone. And the phone, she had to reset. So it was resetting then at each one, because she.
I'd have to pick individual pieces while we were playing.
Yeah, but now we have a complete connection, and we like that you didn't clap.
Yeah, and we don't want people to clap in between the pieces.
That really holds that energy, and just intensifies that more.
It just gives us, it's almost like it just gives us a chance to breathe in the,
So thank you for that too.
Yeah, it feels like it's one flow when we were taking lessons with you.
Yeah, but we never know where it's going to go. It's like we'll pick we have like 60 loops that we've written over several years, and we'll just pick, 5 or 6, and then it will just go somewhere. And we've been doing this together for 15 years, so it just flows in a certain kind of way, and we never know what's going to happen when we go into it. It's like creating a safe space, a sacred space for us to then emote, and whatever we're feeling on any given day, which we feel a lot, we will express that.
I got several images and emotions and feelings, and while you were experiencing them, I also felt them in my body. And I would like to ask you,
Please.
like the connection. Like I felt like on a certain level you were drawing images, images out of elements, out of emotions, out of feelings. So how do you combine those? And does the audience see something different? Each person sees something different depending on the images that you're showing, based on their current state.
We would like you to all feel and be free to feel whatever image and have whatever imagery, and that is true and right. We are segues. We make the emotions available, the tones, and then we let people dream and go where they would like and feel. And when people let themselves feel, we've experienced that people have some wonderful stories to tell. Where they've gone.
People will sometimes ask what the story. People were always asked, "What is the story? What was I supposed to experience?" And the answer will be, what did you think it was? What was your experience? Because each person, depending, like I said, what we experience on any given day, we then emote that through the work. But then whatever anybody else is going through on any given moment in their day, and they witness us, then they're having a certain response to the images that we create and the movements and the sounds.
Wow.
It's basically like an open, kind of like an open source. We're like conduits for people to have experiences. And if somebody came up in the audience and started dancing with us or singing with us, we would include them. But I think you have to be quite brave to come up and, because we're very, there. We just, we do it. But we did this in the street for like 15 years in like public resonant tunnels and things. And so lots of things would happen. People would come up and yell at us, or
police
would come, and we have to integrate everything. So it's kind of new for us to have the safe space to do it.
And do you have a one intention that you start with, or it just flows, as you said?
I do have an intention. I'm in Prayformance. I call it Prayformance.
Mm-hmm.
And Prayformance is a word that I created. It's not Prayformance. It's different.
Performance. Prayformance. Wow. So you're praying your performance.
Yes, it's opening up to the full mystery and expressing what I call as the ultimate truth that I have, and I can hold by without any faith or anything, because I am. So that's what I establish immediately, and I need to, as I'm approaching death, it has become for me one of the most important things to establish I am. I believe this to be one of the principal important things that people hold for themselves too, because we have an opportunity to create and to manifest anything we want. And the first thing we have to hold is I am. And in that vulnerability, in that open heart, I am love. I am this melody. So I call to the universe, and some people could call it God. Some people could call it this. I don't do that. I stay away from that because it's just too much for me. I just stay with my truth, and then from that point we throw ourselves into the emotions of our view of what's happening in us.
And it's like I said, it's kind of like therapy, just for us individually to go process our things we've been going through, especially when we're doing it consistently, like on a regular basis. It's very therapeutic to do, and it's therapeutic within our relationship as we work through things that we've been struggling with in a day or a week or whatever. And but it's giving each other space to hold each other and follow each other back and forth, and also each individually we have this ability that I find myself that I'm no longer in my own way. Like I just kind of step out of myself, and there's something that comes through my head and then goes through me, and I would say I don't even really remember what I do. I can't like say, oh, that was really cool. Like that's why we don't rehearse or prepare, because we don't necessarily even remember what we did. Because for me personally, it feels like I'm not there anymore. That there's something, like the true me is there, not the ego me, if that makes sense. And it's from witnessing him doing it when I first met him, seeing him do it alone, and just like he's so embodied in it. It's basically like completely being in the moment. There's no future or past. It's just completely right there in the moment, and there with each other, just following each other, and it's amazing.
want to tell something also because about you told that you felt the energy, you felt the feeling, you know. It's the third time when I see you, and I was one of the person who asking you. I don't know if you remember, like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to do a question, but I feel so stupid.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, okay, I just want to know about the story with my mind, but after that I just say like, okay, I have to feel the story. So I realized that when you sing, when you do the performance, when I saw you, it's like all the people here with you are forming a constellation. And
Say that again?
a constellation.
Yeah.
Constellation.
Yeah, and everyone, if they live their own to feel, they will feel about the feeling, what they sing, what they play, what they, you know, everything. And it's like a symmetry, you know, it's like I don't know, synergy. And it's amazing. The last time for me was very, 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 very inspired and very healing for me, you know?
Thank
It healed
you.
me a lot. And it's amazing what are you doing, guys.
Thank you. It's like you say synergy, it's like it's, what's this word?
Lemniscate.
A lemniscate.
Yeah,
So that's
everything's
what,
come back, you know, just flowing, the energy is flowing,
yeah.
and you can feel the pain, the happiness, the childhood, you know, the surprise, you know, it's everything.
Yeah.
And you realize that you have that inside you, you know, you have that child inside you. You want to be that person who are surprising more for everything, or I don't know, just feel the pain, or when we are feel the demons inside us, you know, or just you feel it. I don't know.
You know.
That's absolutely right. It feels like the lemniscate's going like this between each individual, because it's, I mean, you're in the dark, but we feel you. It's like if we were alone, I can't do this alone. I need, and the energy of people, this kind of
Is it the
feeling.
same for you, though? Does it make any difference if there are other people or no?
It's a little bit of a more complicated question. For her, there's a very, and we can discuss it that way too. I can do it whether there are people around or not, because I've come to this place where I realize that as my life is coming to the close, I know absolutely and without doubt that every time I sing, every time I play the violin and I entrain musically and I entrain and I put that in some way or other is important in my death process. That there's something so important and deep and almost it almost feels as if I can fully bring that into existence in a regular devotional way, that in my death it returns to me and I am consumed by my passion, so that I am in a sense in the heaven of my passion.
But I'd also say that you have said that your energy increases and is changed by there being an audience.
Yes, and that happens too. Having an audience is magnificent, because and the more people that come, the more things happen to me, and the more out of control I become.
The more we kind of fly.
Yeah, we fly.
Yeah. I'd say that the more focus there is, and I don't want to say it's from an ego space of like, oh, look at me and whatever. That's not what's happening. It's having that presence where other souls are witnessing this transfiguration that we're going, you know, kind of helping everybody else go through by doing it. It helps us do it more fully, more ecstatically, because we feel held. And for me, it's really helpful to feel safe. When I feel we're in a safe space, there's people witnessing. it's like it becomes a container. Whereas when we would do it on the street, or when we've done it many, many times where there wouldn't be anybody there and we're just out in the street, it feels very scary and lonely. And my brain will start working and kind of talking to me while we're doing this, which just distracts me. And whereas when I feel safe and there are people witnessing, then I can just let myself go. So I can't do this to this degree if I don't have a safe space and people there. I can do it kind of, but not like he can. He can just do it no matter what.
And I really love it. I just want to say, the other day I was stopped in the middle of my call. I might know what my call was. At the very beginning, I go into stillness and I cleanse the air with the spirit lecture. And then I call. I do that a couple of times and fully release. Right after that, a neighbor across, after the call, the neighbor next door called across the fence and stopped me. And the stopping after the call, and when I just opened out myself, it was one of the most difficult things that has happened to me in the recent months.
It's happened a few times.
It hurts so much. So having this is healing. That felt like I had to tear myself apart to stop.
Yeah. And like I said, he'll do it no matter what. Like if he didn't have this space, he'd just go out on the street and do it. And if you imagine this kind of very intense expression out where it's not necessarily people are prepared for it or welcoming of it, can get him in a lot of trouble. So the last couple of days has been really about finding a space where we can play, so he's not going out and getting himself killed. To be honest.
Actually, what I feel that what you guys are doing is pure art. There's art. You're tapping into art itself or performance itself. So no matter where you are, you're tapping into art. People do not experience that. Maybe they're not connected to life itself, because art is life.
No.
What you guys doing is like
Thank you for that. It's nice.